Hello everyone, welcome back to your English language class. I hope all of you are safe and secure and all are doing your studies well. Today we are going to learn about our new topic, which is about transformation of sentences. But before beginning with that, please be very careful about revising the things up. You need to practice English every single day. It's not a one day's work. So many times I have told you, it is just because that in order to master it, we have to practice it daily. Practice the rules and regulations, and as well as try to solve the examples every single day. So let's get started with this very new topic, which is about transformation of sentences. What does the very word transformation means? Transformation means change, right? Changing of the sentence from one kind to the another kind, but without changing the meaning of the sentence. Its meaning has to be same, but we have to make the changes according to the conditions which are asked to us in the question itself. First of all, before beginning with that, let me remind you about types of the sentences. How many different types of sentences are there? There are mainly three types of the sentences: simple sentence, compound sentence, and the complex sentence. Now what is a sentence? First of all, tell me. A sentence is a group of words, right, which makes a complete sense over there. It delivers a complete meaning, that this is what they want to tell you through this very sentence. Thus, on basis of their structure, I can say they are divided into three main types: simple, compound, and the complex. A simple sentence will have only one clause in it. What is a clause? Recall it. What's a clause? Clause is a sentence, right? It's a part of a larger sentence which has a subject as well as a predicate, right? So a simple sentence will have only one clause, whereas a complex sentence will have one main clause and one subordinate clause. Subordinate clause means the clause which will depend upon the main clause to clarify its meaning over there. And then the last, a compound sentence. A compound sentence can have more than one main clauses over there. Now let's get started with the transformation of sentences. How we can change we can transform a sentence from one kind to another kind. In this very video, we are going to learn about how to change a simple sentence into a compound sentence as well as into a complex sentence, or vice versa. Compound to the complex or complex to the compound, and compound to the simple sentence. First of all, let's begin with, we can change a simple sentence into a compound sentence by expanding a word or a phrase into a clause, because we know that in a compound sentence it will have main clause and the subordinate clause over there. So it will be like that. In the same way, we can change a complex or compound sentence into a simple sentence by reducing a clause, because simple sentence has only one clause over there, right? So it will be a reducing portion over there. Now we are going to learn about different ways how to change it. We can change or transform a sentence by changing its degree of comparison, by changing it from affirmative to the exclamatory, by changing it from affirmative to the negatives, by converting simple sentence to compound sentence, complex sentence, or by interchanging the very word to so that. So let's begin with, first of all, interchange of the degrees of comparison. How many degrees of comparison are there? Three, right? Positive degree, comparative degree, and the superlative degree. So how we can change a sentence? See the example, no other metal is as useful as iron. In this very example, it is in positive degree. How we can judge that whether the sentence is in positive degree, comparative degree, or superlative degree? Recall the things when we have done the comparison of degrees. Positive degree will have no comparison at all. It will be in the simplest form over there. And comparative degree, things will be compared. It will have the very word er at the end, right? Er, or it can also be followed by the very word than over there. So it will be in the comparative degree. And the superlative, the adjective will end in the very word est, and the word there will be used with the superlative degree. So in order to change these very degrees, first of all we need to see the sentence. We can say how we can change it. See the example, no other metal is as useful as iron. Here two things are used, other metals and iron, right? If we are going to change it into a comparative degree, we have to follow some steps. What will be that step? First of all, we need to change the adjective into the comparative degree. Which was adjective in this very sentence? Useful. What is the comparative degree of that very useful? More useful. Because useful is a compound word over there. It's made up of two different words by joining them. So with those very words, we will use more. More useful. And also we have to see that in a comparative degree, what we are supposed to do? We are supposed to mention the thing which is being compared with it. And which was that thing? Other metals. So how it will be? Iron is more useful than any other metal over there. And similarly with the superlative also we will use superlative degree over there. Iron is the most useful of all the metals. See the another example. The airplane flies faster than birds. How we can change it? Birds do not fly as fast as airplane. As fast as, no comparison is being made over there, so it will be in the positive degree. Some beans are as nutritious as meat. How we can change it? Meat is not more nutritious than some beans. The only condition which we have to keep in our mind is, first of all, we are not supposed to change the meaning of the sentence. It should remain same. And then the second condition, the conditions which they have given us in the question, that accordingly we have to change. Next comes how we can change an affirmative to exclamatory sentence or exclamatory sentence to affirmatives. Now don't get confused with the very word affirmative, because affirmative means a simple sentence only, a positive sentence over there, right? So how we can change it? See the example. How beautiful this garden is. It's an exclamatory sentence, but obvious it is ending in the exclamation and it exclaiming about the things over there. So it will be changed into affirmative. How? Affirmative means simple sentence. What will be simple for this? This garden is very beautiful, right? A simple sentence only, but without changing the meaning. Then similarly, how nice Dhoni played. How it can be changed? Dhoni played really nice. Now how we can change affirmatives into negatives? Negative means a negation, not should be there. But we have to be very careful that even we are going to apply not over there, it should not change the meaning of the sentence. Meaning should never be changed. For example, they are not happy in life, they are unhappy in life. What was the meaning? They are not happy. So not happy means unhappy. In a simple sentence it will be unhappy over there. They are unhappy in life. Next comes how we can change. See the different examples of affirmatives and the negative sentences. Everybody was present over there. For example, see the example, I was doubtful whether it was you. How we can change it into negative? Doubtful means you are not sure about it, that it was that very person. So we can replace the very word doubtful with not sure. I was not sure that it was you. We can't change the tense of the sentence, it will be same. So accordingly only we have to change it. Next comes how we can convert a simple sentence to a compound sentence. How we can change it? We can change it by using coordinating conjunctions also. Which are the coordinating conjunctions? And, but, or, all those very conjunctions which will join the sentences over there. So we can change also a simple sentence to compound sentence by using coordinating conjunctions over there. See the example. He must work very hard to make up for the lost time. How we can change it? He must work very hard and make up for the lost time. The very word and is your coordinating conjunction over there. So it has been used to join the sentence. And similarly, by using coordinating conjunctions, we can change our simple sentence into compound sentence. And also keep it in your mind that while changing it into compound sentence, we have to see that it should have one subordinate clause also as well as one main clause also. See in the example, in spite of his hard work, he did not succeed. How we can change it? He worked hard, yet he did not succeed over there. Yet is used to join it, but in this very sentence, it has a main clause as well as a subordinate clause. Which is the main clause? He worked hard. and which is the subordinate clause? Did not succeed. How did not succeed is a subordinate clause? Because if we are going to make it did not succeed only, it will not convey a proper sense over there. Clear meaning will not be understood. So it has to depend on the main clause to clear its meaning over there. Keep it in your mind that. How we can change a simple sentence to the complex sentence? We can change it by expanding the phrases and the clauses itself. He confessed his crime. How we can change it? He confessed that he was guilty. Was guilty means that he has committed a crime, only then he is guilty. So it can be changed like that. See the another example. Only Pakistanis are admitted here. How we can change it? If you are a Pakistani, you cannot be admitted over here. Similarly, just by elaborating the phrases or the clauses, we can change it. Next, see, the nature of the sentence can be changed by changing the meaning, as we have already discussed it. How we can change the very sentence which is having infinitive in it, the very word to in it. We can only change it, the only one way option which is available to us for the very word to is so and that. But we have to be very careful about the tense of the sentence. If it is in present tense, it's can will be used over there, and if it is in the past tense, could will be used over there. See the example, my friend is too rich to be helped. Right? What it conveys? That he is so rich that he cannot be helped. It will be followed by a negation after the very word that over there. My friend is so rich that he cannot be helped over there. So these are the rules and regulations of transforming the sentences from one way to another, but the only condition is we are not supposed to change the meaning. Go through these different rules and regulations and try to solve your exercises. 8th standard will solve the exercises 3, 5, 6, 7 and 8 of this very chapter, transformation of sentences, and 9th standard will solve the practice paper as well as the assignment of the chapter number 11, transformation of sentences 2. So go through that, solve the exercises and revise the rules and regulations. Thank you.